If you've ever been afraid to wear a red lipstick, this video is going to show you how to build a makeup look around your favourite red lip. Stick around to find out more. So we're doing things a little bit different today. I've already applied my base, my concealer, and I've already applied my red lip. If you're feeling at all scared about wearing a red lip, I'm today going to walk you through the process to make sure that it works for you. And the process starts rather strangely with doing your base and then doing your lipstick first. And I've just kind of been through that experience myself. So my base foundation is No. 7 Lift and Illuminate Serum Foundation in Warm Ivory. And I have also applied the concealer, the No. 7 Lift and Illuminate Serum Concealer, and that is in the shade Light. And then I went ahead and applied my lip liner, which is a No. 7 Pro Artist Precision Edit lip liner. There's no colour listed on the actual pencil, so I'll have to look that up and let you know later. And then the lipstick I have gone ahead and applied as well is No. 7, it's Red Carpet Ready, and that comes in a cute little bullet container like that. Now, the reason I've gone ahead and done it this way around is because I want you to kind of build confidence in terms of saying that you can wear a red lip. And one of the safest ways to make sure that you are wearing the right red lip and that you build the correct kind of makeup look around it is to do your base and your concealer. But the super important thing to kind of take away from this video is that you get your lipstick on and you perfect the edge, because one of the most important things about your red lip is that it has a good edge. I am going to try and go around the edge again with the lip pencil. I'm trying to create that slightly contoured look around the edge, but I have already spent a little bit of time trying to perfect the shape of the lipstick, which is not that easy when your lips aren't completely even and symmetrical, as most of us aren't. Put a little bit of more lip liner around the edge and then I will be back to you. And going back in with that lip pencil just gives you an opportunity to try and smooth out any feathered edges that might have occurred while you were putting the lipstick on. Right, the next thing, and this is what you're here to see, is how do we build out our makeup look from this point onwards. Hopefully you've got a foundation and a concealer that you're comfortable with, and you've bought your red lip, or you've got a red lip already that you want to use. So this is our starting point. We have our base and we have our red lip. Now, luckily, a red lip tends to look best with quite a pared back face. You might have seen the French girl trend where you've basically got not much on apart from red lip and maybe a bit of mascara. So we're going to take a bit of inspiration from that trend, but I am hoping to put on a little bit more makeup than that. But like I said, we've got a nice clean canvas, we've got our red lip, and so we know what colour we need to work with. And what I'm going to do now is select some products and we're going to compare them next to the face to see, are they going to merge well with the colours we've already got. So to illustrate the point, I have a couple of what they called smoothing eyeshadows, No. 7 Stay Perfect Smoothing Eyeshadows. I have got two shades here. They are rose gold and iridescent purple, and hopefully you can see what I mean. So depending on the look you're going for, you want to hold it up against your face and your lipstick and decide, right, is that look going to complement what I'm already wearing? And for me, this is looking a little bit too dark and dull, but this looks perfect. I love a kind of gold bronzy look with a red lip. I think that combines really nicely. So I'm going to set this aside as one of our eye products. I also had this eyeshadow from the No. 7 Pro Artist range. This is a Gilded Glimmer Cream eyeshadow in the shade Velvet Smoke. And again, much like the purple one we had up before, I don't think these are the right colours for me. I'd rather go with a lighter goldy bronzy look to go with this lip rather than these slightly darker, more purpley brown shades. So I'm going to put those aside for another day. But today we are going to go ahead with the rose gold eyeshadow cream. I also have the Pro Artist Perfect Glow highlighter and bronze. Now, I don't like this product. I've tried it as a bronzer and I really couldn't get on with it. However, let me hold it so you can see the shades. There's something nice in these colours, and it also kind of combines nicely with this shade here. I think we can do something with this today. It's not going to be a bronzer, but it might be something we can put on our eyes potentially. At the moment, I'm just sort of collecting products that I think are going to go. I might end up with too many eye products here, so I'll have to kind of pare that back, because another product I have, which is also an interesting one, is this No7 Pro Artist Luxe Liquid Blush. This is in the shade Coral Blush. Now, I'll just bring this closer to the camera so you can see it. This is a kind of peachy shade, a very light peachy shade. I don't think that would work as a blush with this lipstick. Something not quite right there. However, it does work with this palette in here. And so I also think this is a potential option for an eyeshadow. And one of the reasons I'm considering this is that this is a matte kind of finished blush. And these other products that I'm considering for the eyes are actually shimmers. So this one is looking a bit shimmery to me. And obviously this bronzer highlight is very shimmery, which is why I don't like it as a bronzer. So I've got these products here, all candidates for eyes, and they're all in the same kind of colour theme, this sort of rose gold bronzy colourway. And then in terms of blushes, I also have this. I think I bought this recently. So this is the No7 Velvet Cloud blush in Mauve Cloud. And I think that's rather a nice shade. I'm more inclined for that to be the cheek colour than any of those others, which I preferred for the eyes. I think this has got a bit more of a kind of subtle, natural tone to it. And then also from one of the advent kits, we have this Pro Artist Colour and Glow Lip and Cheek Multi-Stick. And this has got a product on either end. It's got this cheek colour. It's got this cheek colour on one end and this highlighter shade on the other. So I think this is also a good candidate for the cheeks. It's again looking quite a natural shade. If I just compare it here, it's slightly lighter than this one. So I am thinking of using this one perhaps to contour, and then this one to kind of finish the cheeks. And then this pretty pink highlighter is rather nice as well. So I think this could be the good basis for doing our kind of blush and contour. And then we have a few options for eyes. So I'm starting with this Mauve Cloud product. And the interesting thing is, it's actually a blush, but I don't know why. I just think I can get away with using this as a contour. And I sometimes think some of the most interesting looks come from using products in your own way, not the way the manufacturers tell you should use it. So I think that's rather pretty as a contour. So next up, I am going to use the Colour and Glow Lip and Cheek Multi-Stick. This actually has some shades on it. It is Rose Pink and Pearl Glow. I'm just slicking some on my cheeks here, and then I'm going to go in with a finger to blend this in. And same with the highlighter. I'm just going to put some up here on the high cheekbones and pat that in with a finger. So there we have our contour and blush and highlight done. It's very lightweight. There's not a lot of colour here. We're keeping it very natural looking. And so far, I think we're doing all right. It's blending quite nicely with the red lip. So I'm going to start on the eyes, and I'm going to start with this Luxe Liquid Blush. I don't actually know what the wearability of this is going to be like as an eyeshadow, but I'm determined to give it a go because I want to kind of stay away from having too much glitter on the eye, and I think this will give us a nice matte based eyeshadow. What I've done is I've put some on my hand and I'm just lightly coating the brush, but I don't want too much because I don't want to look too bright peachy in the eyes. I just want something gentle and colourful. But I think that blush has worked really nicely on the eyelids to give us a nice lightweight pretty eye. So I've just swatched these products on my hand so we can take a look at the colours and the textures, and you can see here they are all a little bit on the shimmery side. This one over here is the cream eyeshadow. Obviously the bronzer is showing up the most. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use the cream bronzer and maybe a little bit of the highlighter on my eyes. I'm going to sweep this over the eyelid, and actually it's very close in colour to the blush that we'd previously put on there. This is perhaps slightly deeper. And again, let's bring some of this under the eye. And I'm going to add some of this highlighter on the inner corner of the eyelid. Okay, so there we've got a really pretty, gentle eye. We've still got some colour, we've still got some sort of vibrancy, but it's not competing with the red lip, and that's what we're looking for here. I have also got an eyeliner to use. This is the Pro Artist 12-Hour Artist Pencil. This is in a brown shade. Again, I'll have to look up what the actual shade is called. But yeah, I'm going to go in with this. Initially, I'm going to tight line the eyes, and then we'll see if we need to build out any further. So I've tight lined this eye. It hasn't done an awful lot. It's just given a little bit of depth to the eyelash line on this side. Just going to use a little bit of the No. 7 loose powder underneath my eyes and across the rest of my face to set this in. So we're getting to the point now where we want to kind of assess whether we need more makeup in any area. Obviously I haven't done the mascara yet because I'm still deciding what to do about eyeliner. I think for me, I prefer to have a little bit more eyeliner on my upper lash, so I think I will do that. We'll refresh the lip, potentially add some gloss, and then we'll see where we are. So for me, I've got quite a lot of lid space, so I think that it's flattering to add a little bit more eyeliner on my upper lid to occupy some of that space, but that's going to be different for everybody. And that's where having your red lip already on is going to help you out in making that decision. For mascara, I've got the No. 7 Pro Artist That's a Wrap Tubing Mascara. This is in black. So there we have our mascara on the one eye so far. And there we have our mascara completed on both eyes. I'm just refreshing our red lip. And I want to say the consistency of this lipstick is really lovely. It's really creamy and it sits really smoothly across the lips. Just pop these clips out. Please excuse my grey roots, I'm due a recolour. And the one decision left to make is, do we go in on top of the lipstick with the Pro Artist Lip Shine Oil? And as the old saying goes, in for a penny, in for a pound. So there we have our red lipstick look. You can either leave it matte as it was, or you can go in with a shine or a gloss over the top. Let me know what you think of this look down in the comments. Are you feeling confident to go out in your favourite red lipstick? Thank you for watching. Really appreciate you being here. Don't forget, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.